Peppa is making a funny face.
Don't worry, George. It's only Peppa. Oh, we'd better tell Daddy we found the torch.
Daddy is still in the cellar, looking for the torch.
I'm sure it's here somewhere.
Daddy, we found the torch. Luckily, it was in the kitchen all the time.
What a stroke of luck.
Now, we just have to wait until the electricity comes back.
How long will that be, exactly?
I would say exactly a long time.
Oh, but George and I want to do some dancing. I know what we can do. We can watch some television. Oh, it won't go on.
The TV needs electricity too.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, now what are we going to do?
In the olden days, when there was no television, children would have to make up their own games.
I know. I need a cardboard box.
What is Peppa doing?
Mummy, will you cut a hole in this box for me?
What for?
You'll see.
Mummy Pig is cutting a hole in the cardboard box.
There you are, Peppa.
Thank you. Now you all have to sit down there. And George, you have to point this torch at me. Welcome to Peppa Pig News with me, Peppa Pig.
Peppa has made her own television.
Today, the whole world stopped working when there was a power cut. And all the electricity was lost. Princess called Sleeping Beauty. One day, she fell asleep in a thorny bush. And she stayed there for 100 years.
Yes, that's a nice story, Peppa.
It is Suzy Sheep.
Hello, Peppa. Hello, Suzy. My mummy is in a blackberry bush. And she'll be there for 100 years.
Like Sleeping Beauty. And she'll be rescued by a handsome prince who will give her a kiss.
My mummy is having an adventure.
I wish my mummy would have adventures like that.
Can someone think of a way to get me out of here?
Don't worry, Mummy. In 100 years, a handsome prince will rescue you.
I'll be that handsome prince. Grandpa Pig, may I borrow your pruning shears, please?
Of course you may, brave Sir Daddy Pig.
Stand back, everyone. Take that, you thorny bush, you.
Oh, my prince.
My princess.
You were meant to stay in there for 100 years.
That was quite long enough, thank you.
Mummy is a blackberry bush.
I thought this sort of thing only happened to me.
Stand still while we pick you. Let's take all this fruit back to Granny Pig.
Granny, Mummy had an adventure. And then Mummy fell in the bush. She looked quite silly. And she was going, ah! Help me! And then Daddy came and rescued her. The end.
Thank you, Peppa. I think we've all heard that story enough times now.
But it's funny.
I never want to see another blackberry in my life. So...
Your shadow always stays with you.
Why? When something gets in the way of the sun, it makes a shadow, like this. Oh.
I have the biggest shadow because I'm the biggest.
And George and I have the smallest shadows because we are the smallest.
Very clever, Edmund.
I'm a clever clogs.
Whose shadow is that?
That's the biggest shadow ever.
It must be a giant.
It's not a giant. The shadow is being made by a cloud.
Wow. What's sort of cloud is it?
It's a big cloud.
It's called a stratocumulus.
Yes.
Edmund Elephant is a clever clogs.
Look! Our shadows are getting longer. Ooh!
That's because the sun is getting lower in the sky. It's nearly night time.
My shadow has gone.
Yes, Emily. When the sun sets, the shadows go away.
Peppa, George, bedtime.
OK, Daddy. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
It is bedtime.
I'm a bit sad that my shadow's gone away.
Don't be sad, Peppa. The electric light can make shadows. And we can make shadow puppets.
Mummy Pig is using her hands to make a shadow puppet.
It's a birdie.
Listen to it sing. Tweet, tweet, I'm a little birdie.
My turn.
Peppa has made a spider.
My name is Mr. Skinny Legs.
Oh, scary.
George is making a shadow puppet.
What's that, George? Dinosaur.
George has made a dinosaur.
That's really scary.
Very good, George.
What do cowboys do? They tell stories, sing songs and eat beans.
Beans on toast for everyone.
Hooray!
Cowboys love beans on toast. Everybody loves beans on toast.
Who wants a cowboy song?
Do you know a real cowboy song?
Yes, I made it up and it goes like this. I'm a brave cowboy and I'm eating my beans with a bing and a bong and a boo. Baked beans bang, baked beans boo, baked beans bingly bongly bang.
Baked beans bang, baked beans boo, baked beans bingly bongly bang. Let's have a story in the tent.
I could tell a story. Make it scary. It was a wet and windy night in the Wild West.
Ooh.
And wild animals were out looking for food.
Looking for food at night? Some animals eat at night, Suzy. Wild animals. Brrr.
And the brave cowboy Pedro was alone in his tent.
But he couldn't sleep because something was outside the tent. Was it a wild animal?
What's that?
It's a wild animal! Ah! Oh!
It is a tiny little bird come to look at Pedro's tent.
I think it was an eagle. Eagles live in the Wild West.
Is everybody all right?
Yes, Mummy.
It's nearly home time.
But we haven't done the pretend sleeping yet. Everybody back in the tent. Good night, partners.
Good night, Cowboy Pedro.
I'm glad there aren't any wild animals out there. Wild animals!
Ah! It's a wolf! Yes, it's my daddy. I know. You can be a wriggly worm. Look, I'm a butterfly.
Oh dear. George does not want to be a worm. He wants to be a butterfly.
George, when I was a little piggy, I used to like playing at being a worm. It's very easy to be a worm. I'll show you how. First, you have to lie down on the ground. Then you wriggle around. I'm a wriggly worm.
George and Grandpa Pig are having such fun being wriggly worms.
I'm I'm a little butterfly. I'm a little butterfly. Look, I'm a butterfly.
Yes, Peppa, you're a beautiful butterfly.
Grandpa, George, what are you doing?
We are wriggly worms.
I want to be a wriggly worm too. I'm a wriggly worm.
I'm a wriggly worm.
I'm a wiggly worm. I'm a wiggly worm. How do you do? I love you. I'm a wiggly worm.
That was fun. What animal do you want to be now?
I don't know. Look, Grandpa. There's a little frog.
Why don't you play at being frogs?
Frogs are not as pretty as butterflies or as wiggly as worms.